Across our planet, every living creature faces the fundamental challenge of finding food. From solitary hunters to vast herds, the search for sustenance is a constant, energy-intensive endeavor. Most animals rely on individual exploration, memory, and perhaps a basic sense of smell or sight. This process is often slow, fraught with uncertainty, and carries a significant energetic cost. For many, simply locating enough calories to survive consumes a large portion of their day. It's a continuous, often inefficient, trial-and-error quest across sprawling landscapes. For smaller creatures, especially those that fly, the expenditure of energy during the search is particularly critical. Every moment spent in flight, every decision made, carries a metabolic price. If the energy expended in finding food outweighs the energy gained, survival becomes impossible. This means not just finding any food, but finding the best food sources rich in nutrients, abundant, and easily accessible. The speed and efficiency of this process can be the difference between a thriving population and a struggle for existence. It's a fundamental equation of life. In this relentless quest for sustenance, one creature stands apart, demonstrating an unparalleled ability to locate and exploit the best food sources with astonishing speed and precision: the honeybee. Their success isn't due to larger brains or individual strength, but a sophisticated system of collective intelligence and rapid information transfer. It's a strategy that allows an entire colony, numbering in the tens of thousands, to mobilize an army of foragers to the most rewarding patches of flowers, miles away, far faster than most solitary animals could ever hope to search. The story begins not with the whole colony, but with a small contingent of highly specialized individuals, the scout bees. These are the adventurous pioneers, venturing out from the hive in all directions, sometimes traveling several miles. Their mission is solitary at first: to explore the vast surrounding landscape for promising patches of flowering plants. They are the eyes and ears of the colony, operating independently, searching for the telltale signs of nectar and pollen that will sustain their community. Their initial exploration is critical, but it's only the first step. When a scout bee discovers a patch of flowers, it doesn't just assess the presence of nectar and pollen, it evaluates the quality and quantity of the resources. Is the nectar rich in sugar? How abundant are the flowers? Is it worth the journey back and forth? The scout takes samples, gauging the sweetness of the nectar and the density of the pollen. This careful assessment is crucial, as the information it brings back will determine whether hundreds, or even thousands, of its sisters will be dispatched to this specific location. Only the best sources warrant full mobilization. With its findings, the scout bee makes its way back to the bustling heart of the hive. This return is not merely a trip home, it's the critical juncture where individual discovery transforms into collective knowledge. The scout carries not only samples of nectar and pollen but also a precise map encoded within its memory and its movements. It's an information package, waiting to be delivered. The journey might be long, but the information it carries is invaluable, promising to unlock a new, abundant resource for the entire colony. Inside the dimly lit hive, the returning scout bee immediately becomes the center of attention. Other worker bees gather around it, eager to receive updates on potential food sources. This is where the honeybee's legendary communication system comes to life: the waggle dance. It's an intricate, precisely choreographed series of movements performed on the vertical combs of the hive, and it holds the key to the colony's unparalleled foraging efficiency. This dance isn't just a signal, it's a dynamic, living map, broadcasting vital information to its sisters. The waggle dance conveys remarkably precise information about the location of the food source. The most critical piece is direction. The angle of the waggle run, the straight part of the dance where the bee wiggles its abdomen, relative to the vertical axis of the honeycomb, directly corresponds to the angle of the food source relative to the sun's current position outside the hive. For example, if the bee dances straight up, the food is towards the sun. If it dances 30 degrees to the left, the food is 30 degrees left of the sun. This sophisticated celestial navigation ensures accuracy. Beyond direction, the waggle dance also communicates the distance to the food source. This is conveyed by the duration of the waggle run. A longer waggle run signifies a greater distance, while a shorter run indicates a closer source. For instance, a run lasting a second might mean a food source is a kilometer away. This ingenious method allows the colony to precisely estimate the energy expenditure required for the journey, ensuring that foragers prioritize closer, easier-to-reach resources when available, but are prepared for longer flights if the best sources are further afield. The waggle dance isn't just about where and how far, it also conveys the how good. The intensity and vigor of the dance, the number of waggles within a run, and even the sounds produced, all indicate the quality and abundance of the discovered food source. A more enthusiastic, persistent dance signals a richer, more plentiful supply of nectar or pollen. Additionally, the scout bee often shares a sample of the collected nectar, allowing other bees to taste the sugar concentration directly. This multisensory information ensures the colony prioritizes the most rewarding opportunities. Once a scout bee has performed its dance, other bees in the hive observe, touch, and even taste the scout's offerings. Those that are convinced by the precision and enthusiasm of the dance, and the quality of the sample, become recruits. They follow the dancing scout, learning the coordinates of the food source. This rapid spread of information is critical. Within minutes, what started as a single bee's discovery can lead to dozens, then hundreds, of foragers being dispatched to the exact location of the most valuable resources. It's a chain reaction of efficiency. This sophisticated communication system allows honeybee colonies to achieve something truly remarkable: mass mobilization to rich food sources at an unprecedented speed. While a solitary animal might spend hours or even days searching for a new, bountiful patch of food, a bee colony can deploy thousands of foragers to such a location within a short period. This collective action minimizes individual search time and maximizes foraging output. It's the difference between one pair of eyes searching and tens of thousands acting on shared, precise intelligence. The sheer numbers within a colony, coupled with the efficiency of the waggle dance, grant honeybees an undeniable advantage over most other animals in the food search. Imagine a single bird trying to find a sparse berry bush in a vast forest, compared to a network of thousands of bees, all communicating and acting as one cohesive unit, sharing exact directions to the densest nectar flows. This collective intelligence ensures that the colony not only finds food, but consistently finds the best food and can exploit it thoroughly before other competitors even stumble upon it. Honeybees are not merely fast, they are optimized for finding the best food sources. The waggle dance's ability to communicate quality means that bees aren't sent to mediocre patches if superior ones are available. This constant optimization ensures the colony's resources are always directed towards the highest yield locations. If a scout finds a patch of flowers with very high sugar content, its dance will be more vigorous, attracting more recruits, further cementing the colony's focus on quality over mere quantity or proximity. This discernment is a key part of their success. The environment for foragers is constantly changing. Flowers bloom and fade, nectar flows diminish, and weather patterns shift. The bee colony's communication system is highly adaptable. If a food source becomes depleted, the number of dances for that location will decrease, and new dances for newly discovered, richer sources will emerge. This dynamic feedback loop allows the entire colony to adjust its foraging efforts in real time, preventing wasted energy on exhausted sites and rapidly redirecting foragers to the freshest opportunities. It's an incredibly fluid and responsive system. Consider the stark difference: a badger, methodically sniffing and digging, relying solely on its individual senses and experience to uncover food. Or a bird, flying perhaps a mile, randomly scouting for berries. Now compare this to a honeybee colony, where thousands of foragers can be directed to a specific, high-value floral patch 10 miles away, all based on a precise message delivered by a single scout. The speed of information transfer and coordinated action in a bee colony creates a foraging advantage that is simply unmatched by most solitary animals. The waggle dance accelerates the food-finding process by collapsing search time. Instead of each bee having to individually discover a rich nectar source, a single discovery can instantly inform a large portion of the foraging force. This means that within an hour of a scout finding an ideal patch, hundreds of bees could already be actively collecting from it. For many other animals, that same hour would still be spent in the initial, uncertain phase of their individual search. This efficiency in information transfer is the core mechanism enabling their speed. Remarkably, bees don't just follow the dance once. They build and maintain a complex mental map of their foraging territory. Individual foragers remember the locations of successful flower patches and revisit them, even without a fresh dance. This spatial memory, combined with the real-time updates from waggle dances, creates a dynamic, ever-evolving living map of the best available resources. It's a sophisticated navigational system that minimizes redundant searching and ensures optimal allocation of the colony's precious workforce. While nectar and pollen are paramount, the waggle dance isn't limited to food sources. Bees also use this incredible communication method to direct their sisters to other vital resources, such as water for cooling the hive, or propolis for sealing cracks. In certain situations, even new potential hive locations are communicated through a modified form of this dance during swarming. This highlights the sheer versatility and critical importance of the waggle dance, making it the central pillar of the honeybee's unparalleled ability to find and exploit resources with supreme efficiency. From the lone scout's initial venture to the mass mobilization of thousands, the honeybee colony operates as a single, highly efficient foraging machine. Their ability to precisely communicate direction, distance, and quality of food sources through the waggle dance, combined with collective intelligence and adaptability, grants them an extraordinary advantage. They don't just find food, they find the best food, with a speed and precision that most other animals, relying on individual efforts, can simply not match. They truly are nature's master navigators, demonstrating a triumph of communication and cooperation in the wild.